But what's crazy is that's how your kids out here living, right? But then yet, he talking big money shit, boy. Like big. Watch this shit.
Again, they're always going to be an opportunist. You know, maybe see you wearing a $500,000 Rolex. You know, they tone rainbow.
Yeah.
And you know, that's more than a lifetime salary for him.
Yeah.
You know, just one lick.
I'm not a watch guy. Put that up again. How much is that?
That's 500,000.
Oh my.
Now, it's a rainbow Rolex. I'm glad because it looked like it fits. Because man, I didn't even know this shit or whatever and shit. Like I don't be really paying that much. I'm really watching for the information, right? I didn't even notice the whole shit about the watch, like on Vlad when he kept fixing it and adjusting it and shit because it was loose. I didn't notice it until the comments. You know, the internet is undefeated. Them niggas gonna know everything. So I'm like, that's why I put this shit in the song. Vlad asked you about the time you were snitching to the cops. All he said is what had happened was and fiddling with his watch. And everybody in the comments like, nigga, fix your watch. I can't make this shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, $500,000 watch, but your son is in the parking lot eating chicken, saying that you stole his money. I want to know which one of your wealthy, fanned out friends loaned you that watch, or better yet,
that nigga got that shit on Canal Street.
And he didn't get a listen. Here's the whole crazy shit. He got the version. It's like $1,300, and so this is kind of cool. I get to kind of kick a little watch knowledge and shit, right? So here's what's going on with a lot of these Rollies and APs and Paddocks and shit that you might see out here, right? So what niggas be doing is they'll take the Rolex movements, the mechanics and shit, the thing that actually make the watch and all of that shit work the way it does and all of that shit, right? And they'll put it in there and then they'll replicate the case, the band, the whole shit. And they've got so cold with it, like you really can't tell the difference from the naked eye. Like most jewelers don't know until they really crack that bitch open and they realize that it's an aftermarket. These are all aftermarket parts, right? So technically, you'll have a Rolex that don't tick-tock. To the naked eye, it looks like a Rolex. And the person probably paid anywhere between, on the low end, $800 to about $3,500 on the high. So, you know, on that, like, so the thing I be saying is, even if you see somebody with the shit, just know they have actual Rolex or AP mechanics. It's just that the bracelet and the case and all of that shit is not authentic. And they at least paid a couple of thousand, at least a band for the watch. Because you really got to shop around to find like that 800 shit. You really got to shop around and just know where to like find a little bargains and shit. You know what I'm saying? But and then most of the time niggas be doing that shit on like some wholesale shit. Because what most people don't realize, even people who sell real Rolexes, like niggas aren't making thousands of dollars off of every Rolex sale. Like for the most part, like maybe in New York City they do. But in other markets and shit, like if you go to like Detroit or Florida, Atlanta, like any of these other places, they don't make that big of a profit. Like no bullshit. If any of y'all were really shopping around for a Rolex, the smartest thing to do is go outside of New York City. Nigga to have your ass out here damn near paying 20 grand for a fucking bluesy, nigga. But I don't know, man. Maybe one day. Maybe sometime like in 2026, I'll actually do like some watt content. Might even like let y'all see me buy one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna buy different shit just so that y'all can see like how the shit, you know what I mean, how the game really works. But what some of y'all favorite rappers is doing. But yeah, back to Mr. 500K watch.
God.
It's rose gold, Daytona. They call it a rainbow.
Sick. 500,000. That's
500,000 plus.
yeah.
All the Rolexes in the collection or whatever, you got the rainbow. Especially after all that shit Shorty said about you. After all that shit that you said about yourself. I bet your daddy would have loved the rainbow Rolex. Lower. Cock lower.
Nigga got his own personal stroke.
That's crazy.